Hello, everybody. My name is Katie, and I'm from the University of Hull in England. So I'm just going to share my screen, and today's session is going to look at employability in the University of Hull and how we can support you to achieve your career ambitions. So I am the International Recruitment Manager for the University of Hull, covering Europe and Southeast Asia, including Turkey and kind of beyond the European Union as well. So today's session is going to look at employability and how we can support you to achieve your career goals. So just to give you an idea of the kind of market that you're operating in and what studying in the UK will bring for you as well. So the International Graduate Outcomes Survey that was conducted with over 16,000 international students who had studied in the UK showed that 69% of respondents said they'd progress more quickly in their careers than their peers elsewhere, so if they'd studied outside of the UK. 82% of graduates said their degree was worth that investment, and 83% of the respondents said their degree helped them to get their job. So today we're going to look at how we can help you as a graduate from the University of Hull and hopefully a future student of the University of Hull to achieve your career ambitions. So we like to embed employability into all aspects of our learning. So we don't see kind of career support and employability as something that we need to do as an add-on. It's something that is at the heart of everything that we do. So in all of our programs across the University of Hull, we have embedded real-world experience into all of the programs. We're going to take a look at a few examples as we go through the presentation, but I just want you to know this key fact that it's something that sits across every study level that we have as well. So we have things like campaigns where you're working on real life projects for regional and international companies. So we have companies that approach, for example, the business school at the University of Hull and ask our students to come up with projects and plans for certain ideas or branding and marketing, that kind of thing. So I'll show you an example slightly later on of a competition that we've recently run with McCain Frozen Foods, which is a huge company here in the UK. So these are challenges that are set by the industry for students to be able to tackle themselves. So a problem is provided to the students and they are expected to work in groups to come up with a solution to those types of problems. We also embed experiential learning into our programs. So that means that all of our facilities, all of our approaches are industry standard. So for example, if you're looking to enter into a program within our business school, we like to think that you are not a student, whether you're arriving in the UK age 18 or 19, you're not just a student, we treat you as business professionals from day one. So this approach will help you to then find those careers and really thrive in your jobs that you want to once you've graduated from the university. So just to give you some examples. So we have a master's program in logistics and supply chain management, and also an undergraduate program of business management and supply chain. Where we are situated in the UK on the River Humber is actually one of the largest logistics hubs in the UK. So why do you need to know this? So what this means for you as a student studying one of our logistics or supply chain modules or subjects is that you have this real world experience here on your doorstep. We have people coming from the ports to come to the University of Hull to share experiences, give careers advice and offer mentorship. But there's also the opportunity for field trips. So you can then go see what a real life working logistics hub looks like, what it feels like, what types of roles are involved within that. Another example is for our students looking at our LLB in law at bachelor's level, or students that are looking at our LLM in international law at master's level. So this is just a mock-up image of a brand new mock court, that we're going to be having within our law school. So as you can see, there's this real world environment here on our campus where students can see what it's like to have those different positions in a courtroom, what it feels like to be in that environment. So we do currently have law courts that you can use, but we've had some significant investment to upgrade that facility. Something else for students that are looking at law programs is we have an advice centre where students who are on a law program can actually have real clients offering real legal advice. We won't just throw you in at the deep end and ask you to start advising members of the public. It will be in that kind of supportive and careful environment which gives you that type of experience in a supportive environment with real clients before you then go on to graduate and hopefully get a career in law if that's the direction you would like to go into. So I mentioned earlier that we have things like competitions and challenges set. So this is a picture of the winners of the competition that we had set by McCain Foods in the UK. So it's a live business project. So as one of the managers from McCain Foods said, the challenge significantly boosted company confidence in new product ideas. They saw great potential to involve students in future regional co-creation work. We have had some students that, as part of the projects they were doing here at the University of Hull, those ideas have actually gone forward and have been used by massive companies and have actually implemented a lot of their branding, their marketing strategies, and their different business ideas. So I hope you can see that for our business school, for example, we do treat you as that business professional. We give you those live projects, we give you those live real experiences that are then used elsewhere. If you want to have a look on our YouTube channel as well, we've got a fantastic video about one of our business students who went and did a work experience placement at Jaguar Land Rover. In the video, she describes the fact that she was sat in a brainstorming meeting where everyone was sharing ideas about new products and things like that at Jaguar Land Rover. And she actually put forward a suggestion of a different colour, a new colour name for one of the products. That name was then used and then distributed across the world. So the types of projects you do have real significance and real impact in huge businesses globally. So we also have guest lectures and lots of networking opportunities, which is the next strand for us supporting you with your employability. So it's always worth considering when you're looking at programs and universities, what additional support can those universities and those programs offer you as an individual? So at the University of Hull, we can connect you with industry contacts. So we have guest lectures from those at the forefront of industries in relevant sectors. So for example, if you were going to be doing a logistics and supply chain module, as we've already looked at, we get guest lectures from people that are kind of high up in big organizations to do with that sector, who are the people that are the cutting edge of these different sectors. So they can share their real insight, their real knowledge, and give the most up-to-date cutting edge information to help inform you. Those types of opportunities allow you to meet potential future employers. And we also have different networking events and fairs to connect you with other future employers. So for example, within our engineering department, we will have within the faculty itself a careers fair that is just for engineering students. So by having that really kind of bespoke approach to our career support, if you are an engineering student, this then allows you to go to speak to people in different areas of engineering, different companies working in chemical engineering, so they can then provide you with the information you need to be able to go on and pursue a career in that field. So whilst getting a fantastic degree from the UK, as my first slide shown, really will set you apart in the careers industry, you've also got to think about what you yourself can do to make yourself step ahead and look better than all the other candidates that you're competing against. We've also got some fantastic online options as well. So we have online platforms for you to connect to alumni. So we are a very old institution with thousands of alumni globally. So what these alumni opportunities allow you to do is connect virtually with these different people who have different life experience. They may have studied in the UK, stayed for a little bit, and then gone back home. Whatever their career path is, you can then kind of ask them questions about, okay, so when you graduated, what was the first step you took? What do you think was really important to learn in your career? So again, it's that type of opportunity to be able to speak with people to find out what you need to do. We've got some great e-mentoring opportunities as well, where in our online platform, you can be allocated an e-mentor where you can talk to them electronically by email and have regular phone catch-ups as well, where they can mentor you through this careers process. So again, if you're leaving with a psychology degree, for example, we have got people that can support you with those next steps. So if you're coming to us at postgraduate level, you may already have experienced part of your career and have those links and networks. So these types of opportunities will allow you to broaden your network and broaden those opportunities. However, you may be 21, 22 years old when you leave us and not know where to take those next steps. So having those connections will really help you to kind of see where you can go with your degree and what opportunities may be available for you. So another example of the types of real-world experience we have is in our mechanical engineering department, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. So within our actual department itself and within your degree programs, we have industry standard facilities that you can make the most of. Because what we want to do is to make sure that the facilities, the equipment that you're using here on our campus is the same as what you'll be using as part of your career. So you don't have to relearn new things. You might have to tweak and adapt, but you're not having to start from scratch as you'll already have this experience. So this image is actually from one of our Formula student teams. So there is a national and international competition where students compete to build their own Formula One car, basically. So not quite Formula One, but their own race cars. So they design, they build, and they drive their cars. And we actually compete in these competitions with lots of our mechanical engineering students from across the UK and globally forming part of that team. So fantastic, it'll give you that real world experience of being in that kind of mechanical engineering background, but it also shows the soft skills that you need to develop to be able to work in the world of work. So it's things like teamwork, communication, planning, all these different skills are what employers are looking for. So these extracurricular activities give you that opportunity to have real focused experience of those types of skills that you can then take into the workplace. So another thing that I wanted to highlight with you, so I've mentioned previously that we are based on the River Humber, and we'll take a look at a map of where we are in the UK in a moment. But being based on the River Humber and the geography around us, so obviously it means we have the logistics port where ships can come straight into the city. It's a hub then for when logistics then go on to the rest of the UK or into mainland Europe, because we have got some ferry connections that connect with both the Netherlands and Belgium. But we've also had significant investment here on the River Humber into offshore wind. So offshore wind is something that so many different people are looking for engineers, for managers, for people that are involved within that process. So as we know, the world around us is drastically changing, and the fuel crisis that we're experiencing at the moment has really highlighted our need to be able to diversify our energy options. So with this significant investment on our doorstep, really, this gives not only the kind of theoretical knowledge in our offshore wind programs, but it also gives you the opportunity to see what these real working companies look like and what it's like to work for them. So we've got fantastic connections with Siemens Gamesa, who are actually building the huge wind turbines that are put out into the North Sea. You can see them for miles around. They're really spectacular before they're even built. But it's an opportunity for, again, for any of our engineering students, any of our energy management students to have this industry on their doorstep to be able to make the most of. So in addition to the kind of support and employability that's built into the core of our programs, we also have a fantastic award-winning career service who are here to support you during your studies, whether you're here with us for 1 year, for 4 years, and also afterwards. So you may have graduated for 2 years from the University of Hull, but the Career Service can continue to support you with any questions you have, helping you with that careers advice. But not only that, they can support you with finding part-time roles alongside your studies. So if you are coming to the UK on a student visa, you can work up to 20 hours per week in term time, and this increases significantly for the holiday periods. So if you're looking for part-time opportunities to help fund your living costs or kind of pocket money to make sure you can go out for meals and go to the cinema, that kind of thing, or if you're looking for a part-time job to, again, give another level to the experience that you have for employability skills, they can support you with that. So we've got a fantastic platform for part-time jobs that all students are able to access, where it's like a job shop. So you can have a look, see what opportunities are available, and apply for the ones that you're interested in. They can also help you with CV building and guidance. So this isn't just the creation of your CV, so how to format it, what it looks like, how to really kind of show an employer your skills, but they can also identify gaps. So they can say, actually, you haven't got fantastic experience in this area. Have you thought about doing this type of project or taking on this type of role to be able to boost your CV? They can also help you with interview practice and preparation. So if you know that you're going for a part-time job or a graduate job later on in your studies, They can do one-to-one interview practice with you and prepare you and give you honest feedback for how you present yourself to make sure you have the best opportunity possible for when you're going into an interview. And they also can help you when they have different selection procedures like group work and things like that. Something else I would really encourage you to think about if you come to the University of Hull is the Employability Award we have here. So with the Employability Awards, it's an award where lots of different aspects of skills that you are doing can come together and give you this award that you can show future employers. So for example, we run an International Student Ambassador scheme here in the Global Engagement team, and the work you do with us can contribute to that Employability Award. So you don't have to do lots of work extra. It's allowing you to think and reflect on the work that you are already currently doing. So I've mentioned what kind of support our careers service can give to you, but it's also worth pointing out that they can also support you with business startups to help you find where the funds are and opportunities, because we like to encourage an entrepreneurial spirit here in the University of Hull. So as I've mentioned, we've got an online job search for work experience and internships as well. So we've covered the kind of part-time opportunities, but we can also support you when internships become available. So whether you wanted to do it alongside your studies or do it as 6 months after your studies, for example, or whether you wanted to do a short-term work experience for 2 weeks, for example. So the picture here is actually of Westminster in London. So we've got some fantastic politics programs at undergraduate level, which allow you to actually go work in Westminster as a placement opportunity. So this is something that, as far as I'm aware, only graduates from the University of Hull are able to make the most of. So it's this real opportunity to see what it's like to be in the heart of our parliament, to see how government works and be really active in that. So we've already talked about the Hull Employability Awards and e-mentoring as well. So again, it's just worth reiterating to make the most of those opportunities throughout your career. So I'm just going to share a bit of information now about the University of Hull itself. So as I mentioned previously, we're located on the River Humber, as you can see on this map. So we're approximately 2 hours away by train from Manchester and approximately 2.5 hours away from London on direct trains. We're really well connected to airports in Manchester, which is about 2.5 hours away by train. And we've also got great connections to Heathrow and Gatwick should you arrive in London. What's really good about Hull is it's really affordable to live here. So I actually live here, not too far away from the university. And it allows you that opportunity to travel to other areas of the UK because it is affordable, to be able to kind of go be a sightseer and a tourist whilst you're here and make the most of those opportunities of being in the UK. So the university itself, we're a really old university. We're actually the 14th oldest in England. So we were founded in 1927 and we're a medium-sized campus of approximately 15,000 students. And we think this year we're going to have over 1,500 international students. So it's a really diverse campus with students from all different walks of life, all different parts of the world. We've had some fantastic and currently ongoing investment into our campus and facilities. And one thing it's worth telling you is these are not facilities that some postgraduate researchers or guest researchers will make the most of. This is something that undergraduate students, foundation students, master students, PhD students will be able to make the most of all these fantastic facilities. So looking at rankings, whilst I would always encourage you not just to look at rankings themselves, it does give you a good indicator of who we are as an institution, but it is worth kind of looking beyond the rankings and digging a bit deeper into the subjects that you're interested in. So we're currently 64th in the UK in the Complete University Guide, and then we're 52nd and 53rd in the Times and the Guardian. So those Guardian and Times rankings were announced around 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we have climbed something like 20 places in the past 2 years. So it's something we're really proud of, and we're hoping to continue to climb and show that we've got fantastic experience here. Our students have got really excellent graduate outcomes. So 97.9% of our international students are in work or further study within 6 months of graduating. So this shows that all of the things that I've talked about, those opportunities that are open to you, make the most of them and contribute to this fantastic statistic. It will help you to find those jobs, find those opportunities, and be in a really excellent job that you deserve. So we are actually a campus university. So you can see it's a very green, very peaceful campus, which is around a 20-minute bus ride from the city of Hull itself. So on our campus, you'll find everything you may need, from accommodation through to your lecture theatres, through to the sports centre. It's all here. It's a really beautiful campus. It's really green. So I'm based just on the outskirts of the campus now, and I've got a beautiful view of trees and just serenity around me, which is a really nice place to work as well. So I won't go into the subjects that we can study in lots of detail because the people that we have here in the meeting today might have lots of different backgrounds, so I don't want to focus on one specific area, but rather give you an overview of what we do have available. So we have 4 faculties across the university. So firstly, the Faculty of Arts, Culture and Education. So these are all of our subjects related to film, drama, creative writing, history, criminology, all the types of subjects you'd expect there. Our Faculty of Business Law and Politics has 2 accreditations, which puts us in the top 5% of business schools globally. So you can do programs such as accounting and finance, law, politics, marketing, logistics and supply chain, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. So our Faculty of Health Sciences is subjects relating to biomedical science at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Nursing and midwifery, paramedic science, so everything allied to healthcare. Finally, our Faculty of Science and Engineering does what the name would suggest, and it's all of our subjects relating to computer science, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, mathematics, geography, physics, so a broad range of subjects there, both again at undergraduate and postgraduate level. So I just wanted to talk really quickly before the event is over about our tuition fees. So for our undergraduate tuition fees, you can see on the screen what the fees look like. So we separate them as kind of arts subjects, which don't involve the use of a laboratory. And the programme is £15,400 per year of study. For any subjects that do require a laboratory that are more science focused, our tuition fees are £18,300. We do have some scholarships available, which we'll be covering shortly. So please do just bear with that in mind as well. So for our postgraduate taught tuition fees, I've just noticed a typo on that screen, so please ignore that top paragraph. For students that are wanting to join us here at the University of Hull in September 2022, we have done something quite different to any other UK university, and I believe we are the first university to do this, where we are matching all of our international tuition fees so that they are the same as our UK tuition fees. So whether you're currently sat in Istanbul or Izmir or Ankara right now, you will be paying exactly the same tuition fees as someone who is living down the road from me here in the city of Hull. So what this means is our arts programmes and our law and politics programmes are £8,950 for the full duration of the study. Programmes within our business school are £9,750. And then any of our programmes relating to health sciences and engineering and science are £11,000. So you can see that is a significant difference. And I don't know if you've spoken to other universities today, you'll see that there is a significant difference there to what other universities are able to offer. So we are just in the process of updating all of our scholarship pages at the moment. But I'm really excited to be able to tell you, as the first event I've attended since the scholarships were announced, that we've got some really exciting scholarships available, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. So we've got, first of all, the University of Hull Women in STEM Undergraduate Scholarship. So this is for any women and girls wanting to go to an undergraduate programme in science, technology, engineering or maths. So that is what STEM references. So that is 50% of your tuition fee for all 3 years of study in an undergraduate programme. We've also got the University of Hull Arts Undergraduate Scholarship, which again is 50% of the full fee for each year of study. And that is for any undergraduate subjects within our Faculty of Arts, Culture and Education. So if you're interested in creative writing or film or education, those subjects all sit within that. Finally, we have a £5,000 scholarship for undergraduate students from Turkey exclusively. So this is only available to Turkish students, which is £5,000 for the first year of study. And I'm also really pleased to be able to tell you that we're part of the Great Scholarship campaign with the British Council. And for any postgraduate students from any discipline, as long as you're doing a master's programme here on our campus full-time, we have a scholarship for up to £10,000. So if you've noticed what our tuition fees look like, the majority of our tuition fees are under £10,000, which makes that a full scholarship. But if you're looking at doing an engineering programme, that would make your entire year of study only £1,000. So some really great opportunities here. A website will be updated with how to apply, deadlines and things like that very, very soon. So it's not quite available now, but if you've got any questions, I'll share my contact details at the end, or please do book an appointment with me for the event tomorrow, and I'd be really happy to chat with you about any questions you've got around this. So all that leaves me to say is a huge thank you for attending today. I hope that you found some really interesting courses and universities here on the SIUK event. And if you do have any questions for myself about anything to do with the University of Hull, whether it's about programmes, funding, scholarships, or what it's like to live here, please do contact me on my email address on the screen. We do also have a fantastic international inquiries team that are at their desks much more often than I am, but you can contact them on global@hull.ac.uk. They will get back to you as soon as they can. We've also got a live chat function. We can also talk to you on WhatsApp, whatever's easiest for you. So I really hope you'll consider studying at the University of Hull. Hope you'll consider how we can support you with your employability in such a competitive job market, and how we can help you to take the next steps in your career as well. So thank you so much for your time, and that is it from me. But if you do have any further questions, please do book an appointment slot to have a chat with me in the event tomorrow, or drop me a message if you're not available tomorrow, and we can organise another time next week as well. So many, many thanks today, and I hope you find all of the information that you're looking for.